I want to try and buy a failed $1 million business and then see by implementing some of my recent strategies we can maybe revive it to become successful again. Now, although this is a pretty risky move, buying any 7-figure business isn't gonna be cheap and could end up losing all of my money. It actually isn't as expensive as you might think. So I really want to try this out to see if it could be a shortcut to making money fast, or if you're simply just better off by building your own business from scratch. There's this really popular marketplace called Acquire where people can sell e-commerce businesses. And these businesses are actually directly connected to Shopify stores itself. So there's no way for the seller to provide some fake data. You can see a bunch of stores that have revenue from multiple 8 figures, down to stores that have 0 revenue. Even some stores that have negative sales, maybe from returns or chargebacks or something, I don't know. And as far as pricing goes, it's the same thing. Anything from $50 to millions, depending on what you want to get. Okay, so here's my search criteria. I want to try and find a business that have done at least $1 million in sales, and the sales need to be somewhat recent. I don't want to buy something that had sales back in 2017. And then we want it to be somewhat unique, something that we really can't easily copy. So that's literally it. Let's jump onto the computer. Okay, I looked through almost every single listing now on this marketplace. Some were priced totally unrealistic with dropshipping stores or revenue back from 2017. In general, just a whole lot of people hoping to make a bunch of money by fooling someone to buy their businesses for way too much. But I narrowed it down to 3 really good options. Okay, let me present to you our 3 options. The first one is a canvas print on demand store. Now, this store hasn't done quite $1 million. It's done $850,000 in the last few years. It's a company in the canvas niche, which means you can technically dropship this, which means no inventory, but sales have gone completely bad for them lately, hence the low price. They are selling this brand for only $45,000. As I said, it hasn't done $1 million, so I think we'll leave this in our back pocket. Now, the second one is a store in the gifting niche from Vietnam. And it's done more than $1.4 million in total, and it's still doing large revenue and profit to this day. But the price here is totally different, so there would be needed to do some serious negotiation here. The price is $450,000, which I think is probably a bit too expensive for a YouTube video, but let's see if we maybe can negotiate. Now, the final one is an eyelash brand. These guys have done $1.2 million in the past 2 years. They've done solid numbers this past month, and it's in a niche where I know there's so much money floating around. Women are going crazy for anything that can enhance their beauty. And the price for this one is only $50,000. So this one is definitely my favorite so far. So let me go ahead and message all 3 of them and see when they will respond. Okay, I never got an answer from the first and second store that I texted, but I did get a response from the third store, the eyelash beauty store. And so I've been back and forth with the owner today. As I said, this store here is listed for $50,000, but luckily I've got quite large insights into selling e-com brands, so I think I've got a few levers we can pull on here. So this is my game plan. I want to try and offer her $15,000. Now that's way lower than what she's going to expect, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and sell her on my e-com expertise and say that, well, for this price she would get 15% of all future profits in the next 2 years, right? I will put in that offer to her and try and position it as good as I can, and then let's see what she says. 2 hours later, I got an email I could not believe. The owner actually approved the offer. So the seller set this up through something called escrow.com. I also used this for my other e-com brand when I sold that back in January, and it basically acts as a middleman. Yeah, I am really about to go ahead and transfer $15,500 to a random stranger I met on the internet last week. Okay, I just got home from my run and got this email saying that my payment has finally been secured. So I guess now all we're waiting for is for the seller to make me the owner of the Shopify conglomerate. And will they do that? I don't know at this point. It's been more than 7 days since I started this video. I've got my hair cut twice. At this point, I've honestly accepted if this won't go through and we've just been scammed, but I have still got a small hope. You know, something seems different, and it must be that today I am actively the new owner of my eyelashes. So right here is an invitation I just got from Shopify asking me to accept becoming the new store owner of this store. So it's time to get this e-com store restarted. But now I've got a new problem. There's almost 0 sales as of now in this store, and the ad account seems to have been banned, and the content that we got with it wasn't really that great.
What?
So things are looking pretty bad as of this year's performance for the store as well, which we now have to see if we can turn around. My game plan here is to go through all of the things that can move the needle the fastest, and that is optimizing the website, optimizing the ads, and getting new content for this product. If we nail those 3 pillars, we should be able to get the store up and running ASAP again. So let's set a goal right now to get the store up to at least $1,000 daily in revenue ASAP. But if we don't hit that goal, you already know the drill. I'll probably need to sell this new house I just moved into. So the first product I want to revive is this magnetic eyelash right here. Now, as far as I can understand, it's much more clever to just be able to magnetize them or whatever and put them on and off. Nevertheless, I don't really care as long as it solves a problem, and we know that it has already proof of concept, right? So let's optimize that and get that to sell way more. Now, the second product I want to optimize is this DIY lash bundle here, which is basically a all-in-one product so that you can do your lashes at home. Now, my game plan here is to really optimize the ads and the page and the content. That's what I'm best at, and that's what we're going to do here again. One of the main things I'll do with this store to kick this off is I'll actually try and add a new market to it. This store has performed previously in the US, but as you guys know, I'm a huge advocate for the local European countries. So while I of course want to test the store in the US where it has its primary market, I also want to tailor the site and do a test with this product in the Scandinavian market, specifically Denmark, where I'm from. I've made more than $10 million in the Danish market, so if we can crack this product in Denmark, it will be such easy money for us. The cool thing here as well is that in Denmark, I've got my own 3PL, basically a fulfillment center, a warehouse that takes care of all the logistics, all the headaches when having an e-com store. So yeah, a huge shout out to Shipshark. That's my fulfillment partner in each case of my business, and it's also the fulfillment partner for all of the people I coach on a daily basis. It's honestly the best 3PL I've seen out there. One of the main things we'll need to take a look at before getting started with anything though is the finances of the products. So the site here sells their magnetic eyelash for $49 and they buy it for $15 including everything. That's actually a solid markup on each product, and that's exactly what I hope to see. That way we've got enough profit, hopefully, to advertise this product. My game plan here is also going to be to bundle up a lot of these products so that we can increase our average order value and spend more while being profitable on ads. Alright, I believe the site looks good now and that this can increase performance by a lot. So now is the real test. We'll find out if this store is just banned for life on Facebook, if people don't like the product, if people don't like the wording or anything else. This is literally what it all comes down to. So let's hope that things go smooth and that we can get these ads approved on Meta right away so that we can start running some traffic. Okay, so everything is done now. I've set the ads live, so yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with hopefully some new ads that are crushing it. Alright, we've got some good news and bad news here. I woke up today and Meta approved all of our ads and they've started running. We've already got the first visitors to our site. As of now, we spent our first $100 on ads and there's been no sales so far. Typically, I would have hoped to see just one order already if this was really a home run, but sometimes when testing new products, it can take some more time. So this is really now where I have to show my expertise and be patient with testing this product. So what I'll do now is I'll take a look at the ads manager, I'll go through our ads on our site and see if there's any leaking holes in our funnel. It's literally only 1 hour since I put down the camera and we just got our first sale. So it definitely seemed that the product page was the issue, but yeah, let's go. Boom. And I can even swipe it for you. Let's continue, let's keep optimizing and get some more sales. Alright, I'll start this off by saying if you're completely new, definitely do not go ahead and buy a $1.3 million business. All we really got was a website, some content and a product that did work, and then some stock. But we could definitely have made something similar with the price I bought all of this for if we had invested this directly into a new brand from scratch. So when buying a business, you need to look at the things that the store has which we cannot replicate easily if we were to do it ourselves from scratch. So this could be a large customer list, good current performance, or an exclusivity agreement or a patent of some sort. But after going through this process myself, I would still recommend every single beginner to go ahead and build something for themselves or get a store that has proof but for a much smaller price. That way you can get started faster. Don't buy an already existing old business. Now, I did actually end up getting the store from $0 to $2,000 daily. And so I know here from my experience that we could definitely have made this acquisition here profitable. And trust me, I will. But it's another question whether it makes sense with all of the time and money that we've already invested. So now let's break down the actual profit, since that's what really matters. So we ended up doing more than $2,435 in total revenue. We spent $480 on ads, we spent $350 on COGS, and then around $22 for transaction fees, which leaves us with a total profit of $1,583. Now, if you do want to work with me to build an e-com store from scratch for yourself, or if you actually want to buy a fully functioning e-com site for a genuinely good price, schedule a call through the link in the description.